Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, with the top 4 seeds a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
What a great throw here by the quarterback from Virginia Tech to be able to pick up the first down. He was able to make the right read. Nice route by the receiver. Puts the ball right on the money, and they're able to move the sticks.
Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
How about that? First play of the game in a playoff game, you take a shot downfield and you hit it for big yards. Now you got some momentum here early in the game.
Scanning the field, it's Montgomery. Escapes the pocket. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, this is why this guy's looked at as one of the top dual-threat quarterbacks in the country. He can throw it, he can spin it downfield, but also he's a threat to be able to take off and go just like this. Puts so much pressure on this defense.
Can he get there on the ground? Breaks free now into the secondary. Big gain across midfield. Tackle finally made to the 32.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back and coming up with that conversion.
They'll hand it off. Finding space at the 20. And he's into the end zone easily. But this might be coming back. There's a flag on the field. And the Hokies are on the move here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Makes the grab. It's Cole. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. The linebacker's shifting around now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down. That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Of the 53-yard miss, the offense sets up at the 36 to start the drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Solid gain moves the ball to a 43. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back to pass. It's Bush. Buying time now. Rolling to his left. Finds an open target on the left side. They wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Using his legs here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Buckeyes come up to the line in the hurry-up.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Well, the huge hit there, you half expected to see the ball come loose, but a great job to hang on to it.
Boy, great concentration by the tight end to be able to come up with that catch, but the defense showing how physical they are. When that tight end gets his hands on the ball, they are going to lower the boom.
Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's third down and short. They'll try to run for the first down. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a first down and goal right there.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Second and goal for the offense. To the air, it's Bush. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Going for a big play downfield. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. And he scores. Touchdown, Hokies.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Single back takes the handoff. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to create. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 2. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackles made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Breaks loose at the 45. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
Well, that's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs, and we're seeing another one right here.
And that run produces a decent gain.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring out the third down. Here comes play number 6 on this drive. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. To throw, it's Bush. Looks to the left, pass caught. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
The offense stays on the field, of course. It's fourth down and inches. They stop him, but it's a first down.
How about the tall man there getting the first down on fourth down and short? Good job and a good call by the offensive coordinator. Hey, when he's got that kind of length, it's pretty easy for him to find a crease and get up into the air and get that first down.
We'll hand it off. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down, they're going to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. Tries to get loose on the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. So the offense faces 3rd and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Caught quickly. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Looking to pass. It's Bush. Catch made on the left side. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Buckeyes pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Buckeyes will line up here on first down and goal. Ball handed off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Well, still plenty of work here to do now on second down and goal. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Boy, not only did they drop what looked like an interception in their own end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum in their favor.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
QB just ran out of options. He decides to take matters into his own hands and takes off on that scramble. I thought he might come close to getting it to the end zone. Comes up just a little bit short.
Knocks that one right down the middle.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Looking to throw. It's Montgomery. Looking right. This one caught. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. Second down after that previous play. They're going to run it here. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38. They'll crank the tempo here for this next play. Off the play fake on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. But, man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
He's running out of time here. Using his legs on the scramble. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the returner will be brought down. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. The last possession, he had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Missed his receiver. It's incomplete. Second down play coming up for this offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. To throw, it's Bush. It's an out route, the catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The key on a third down between the quarterback and the wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. The Buckeyes will crank up the tempo. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
First down, looking to throw the football. Short connection to the tight end here. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. That completion makes it second and short. And the quarterback dropping back. Defense is coming after him. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
It's a quick grab. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Here's the second down play. Back to throw. It's Bush. Catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, that's another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Linebacker shifting around now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here or they can sell out and bring the pressure.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. The Buckeyes come to the line with 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That kind of execution for a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run or the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Just time enough for one more play in the half. To throw, it's Montgomery. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And it's complete downfield. Timeout is called to tuck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. One play, they're already past the 40, first and 10. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Hokies will kick this away to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Play action here on first down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Back to pass. It's Montgomery. He's escaping the pocket now. The pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it go quickly. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up fourth down. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. And that is no good. After the miss, they're still down by 10.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He's found some room at the 45. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Buckeyes come to the line to run the hurry-up. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. And then first down, right back to the running game. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking downfield, it's Montgomery. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. On the run here. Lets it go. Catch is made along the sideline just before going out of bounds.
Boy, great recognition here by the quarterback, recognizing zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open, but I love he's able to show that he's got enough athletic ability to get outside of the pocket and be able to make that nice throw for a big first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle. The Hokies are going to cash in this red zone trip. They're going to run it. Running through the tackle. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's that defense shifting again. Looking to pass. It's Bush. Fires it to the wideout. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes a quick grab. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain. Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Snags a quick throw. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup that you want to exploit and take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up a first down.
And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
A gain makes it second and medium. Looking to throw. It's Bush. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. The field goal is good.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
That mistake sets the offense up with a 40. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Makes the catch. It's Cole. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. The Hokies looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Scanning the field. It's Montgomery. Caught quickly. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
You call a quick out on 3rd down, I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
And here comes a deep shot. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up 3rd down.
Well, the defense does a really good job of getting that initial pressure on the quarterback, but this is what he can do. His athletic ability and his legs gets him away from the pressure. He buys some time, and I love how he keeps his eyes downfield. He's not scrambling to run. He's scrambling to make a big play with his arm, just unable to connect with the receiver downfield, but a good effort and a good play.
The Hokies are looking to keep this drive going.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
They tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Chris, that's positive yards on 1st and goal, which is obviously good. But now we're at this point in the game, critical series. They've got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
On 2nd and goal, they hand it to him again. Touchdown, Hokies. This offense really clicking. Now the important point after attempts.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football to the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. The backs got it. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down play coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Dropping back, it's Bush. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Foster. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a 1st down.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense?
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10. And quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches. But it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Bush. Short throw complete to the tight end. He'll earn the 1st down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the 1st down.
Buckeyes are in the red zone. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. We've reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Same tailback, another carry. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. First and goal, a chance to claim the lead here in the final quarter. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Ball back at the 6 or 2nd and goal off that loss. Play action fake, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State, and they'll claim the fourth quarter lead.
Oh, what an unbelievable job by this offense, Chris. They put themselves in a position to put a touchdown on the board. They take the lead, and now we'll see if their own defense can hold on to that lead in these last couple minutes of the game.
It's a quick grab. He'll run it into the end zone for the two-point try to build the lead up to 7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. Looking for his big tight end. And he can't quite hold on to it. That would have sealed this game. It's second down now.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Looking for the wideout. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Inside the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. Let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Looking downfield. It's Montgomery. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And it's nearly picked off. He couldn't hold on to it. Don't expect that from such a reliable defender. Brings up 4th down, though. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Running out of time in the pocket. No, he didn't get there. Tackled short of the marker. That is a crushing play as they try to cut in to this lead. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And it's a kneel down. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.